Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Trevor Flame Racing Reviews video. I'm still repping the Retro Verstappen, and today we're going to be talking about the last Formula One race of the season, the 2024 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Obviously, the headlines coming into the weekend was always going to be Ferrari versus McLaren. We knew coming into the weekend it was going to be super hard for Ferrari to win. They were in an uphill battle. Basically, all McLaren had to do was have a good weekend, and they were always gonna win that fight, and that's what McLaren executed. They executed a perfect weekend. They dominated practice, dominated qualifying, locked out the front row in qualifying, and from there it was pretty much set, because as long as one car won the race, it was going to be impossible for Ferrari to win, especially with Leclerc taking in the 10th-place grid penalty. On the start, unfortunately, Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri crashed. I do think, even as a Verstappen fan, I do think that one is Max's fault. My thing with it is he's already won the championship. Red Bull aren't going to get second in the constructors. They're probably going to stay third. So he just went for it, accidentally took out Piastri and really himself from having a good result, which sucked. But then I thought maybe Ferrari can win. But even with Leclerc driving through the field and getting third and Sainz getting P2, obviously Lando's win was too much, and it was a P1 and I think P11 for McLaren, and then P2 and P3 for Ferrari, which led McLaren to win the Constructors' Championship for the first time in 26 years. Bravo to McLaren. Although I do think that if Red Bull would have had a better driver than Sergio Perez, it would have been a 3-horse race, and it would have been even more fun, and I do wish that they didn't have Sergio Perez, because it would have made the constructors fight a lot more fun, no question about it. Now we got to talk about some other stuff. Obviously, this is Lewis Hamilton's final race for Mercedes, his 246th and final start for Mercedes. He won 6 championships for them. He won 7 constructors championships with them. Won all those constructors championships with either Valtteri Bottas or Nico Rosberg. He lost 2 title races in 2016 to Nico Rosberg and 1 to Max Verstappen in 2021. He had a great career with them. Nothing much to say. He'll be at Ferrari next year, and we'll see if he does well. We're probably saying goodbye to Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu, Kevin Magnussen. I'm going to assume Sergio Perez. We're losing some names in the sport. It's kind of hard to see some of them leave, especially Valtteri, because I do think he deserves to be in the sport. But if you ask me, would I rather have seen Valtteri or Bortoleto get the seat? I want to see younger talent. I think it's one of those things, like, Valtteri's an extremely good driver. I want to see him in the sport, but ultimately, I think his time's got to go. He's no longer an elite driver, in my opinion. So with Valtteri, I do think it's time to go. This weekend, we saw Jack Doohan debut. He didn't do much, but he wasn't expected to do much. I was honestly kind of impressed by his performance, but nothing special, kind of what I expected. I'm excited to see what he can do in 2025. I think he's a very exciting driver. I think Alpine's a very exciting team heading into 2025. Alpine ended up finishing 6th in the Constructors' Championship. They beat Haas. They beat RB. No one saw that coming when we got into Austin, and they were asking who's going to finish 6th. No one would have said Alpine. No one would have said Alpine gets a double podium in Brazil, yet they did. Fortunately, Esteban Ocon was not able to participate this weekend with Alpine, as he chose to sit out till he could do the tire test and join his new team, Haas. Really, it's just this race was kind of pointless except for a few constructors' battles. I'm just looking forward to 2025. I'll have a few videos out. I'm going to be ranking all the F1 drivers in 2024 from best to worst, and I guess worst to best. And then I'm also going to be doing my season review. So stay tuned for those videos. They will be out sooner than later, and see ya.